Hey hunters, it's Enyav here and you asked me guys many times to make tier list. Well, finally I made it for you. But before we start, you need to know few things. I am ADC main, I play only solo or duo queue in high rank matches, and this is my personal tier list. So if you would like to see more, just click the like and subscribe, bro. So I'm gonna just say few words for every ADC, and then we're gonna just update my tier list with every patch or with time to time. So sit here maybe first, SENNA. If you're gonna play a SENNA solo queue, you just can't carry game. She's like a support ADC and ADC support. You know what I mean? She's like always needs someone to farm the lane, so she can get her passive useful. She can get these stacks, and that's why she can't farm. So that's the biggest problem of her. And she doesn't have so much profit from attack speed, so she can't deal a burst damage, which you need in solo queue or duo queue to just carry the game. If you play ADC, you need to carry the game. SENNA is poke champion, is trading. She can help other lanes with ultimatum, for example, but she's not able to carry the game. So now let's move to the B tier, average champions. It means that of course you can play them, you can maybe carry the game, but it depends mostly on your teammates, so you are not independent. For example, ASHE, ASHE is strong champion, really, on 5Q, but in solo duo she can't do much. She has a really nice ultimatum. I saw many times when I just used my ultimatum to help mid laner, and I was thinking, okay, enemy will get stunned, so my mid laner will one shot, and then he's just going back. I'm pinging, but he just moved away. People can't use ASHE. Maybe you can be a very good ASHE. You wanna use her potential, but you can't because she is not independent, and she has not so much damage. She has very nice laning phase, but it's not enough in solo queue to carry the game actually. Next is AKSHAN. AKSHAN also is a very strong champion, but he's not ADC. He's mid laner. In ADC role, you cannot roam so much as an ADC. He has nice push, but what's that? He can move mid, that's not enough. If he's a mid laner, he can go top or bot, and that's making him strong because he can roam very fast on the map, which you don't need as ADC. So every ADC can be good, of course, but it depends on the situation. If you play solo queue, mostly AKSHAN will be not enough as an ADC. You wanna him be mid laner. He's much better on this position. Now, A tier. Good but hard to carry. You know what I mean. Let's say JHIN. He's good champion, of course. He has really nice poke, but with the skills, He got buff last few patches, which makes him finally a little bit better. But also this is not enough for him to carry the game. He has nice poke, nice burst damage. He's getting stronger with the late game, so this is really nice. But he has one big problem, He is like one combo, He's doing one combo in 4 seconds. He's doing the mage, and then break. 2 seconds. You need to reload your gun, and you have cooldowns. So in this time you're like a bit useless, So you can't carry the game. You can't deal continuous burst damage, which is really important. So that's why I think this is A tier. And in my opinion, JHIN should get a buff on ultimatum, because his style, if you know JHIN from PC version, you could see that he was able to walk away from the teamfight, be safe, and uses his ultimatum and still be useful. In Wild Rift you can't do this because it doesn't work like this. It's better to go in, deal your burst damage, and then if somebody is running away, you can use ultimatum, because this ultimatum doesn't deal damage so much. Okay, now Miss Fortune. I play Miss Fortune last time really much. You know why? Not because she's strong. I just like her and I know when to pick her. You wanna pick Miss Fortune when your composition is like you have assassin, you have very strong mid laner with high damage. For example, you have Kha'Zix in the jungle, and you have Ahri as a mid laner. You have fighter on the Baron lane, and you have a tanky support like a Leona, or maybe something more aggressive like a Rakan. It's also good because Rakan deals damage. Miss Fortune is very annoying if you can't play her on the lane. She can poke you every time with her Q. But the strongest thing in Miss Fortune is Cyril the item because it works well on every her ability. So she's like a ADC support a little bit because she can slow enemy, so it's kind of CC, she has a damage in the fights, but it's hard to make good position with her, Okay, now Varus. It's the same style as these all champions you can see there in A tier. It's poke champion. Because Varus, I think he's still the best with lethality. So if you are playing lethality, you poke. He has very nice CC. I like this so much. I like this passive. He got also buff last patches. I was playing him AD carry, the real build AD carry, and this is also nice. But yeah, this lethality is much more useful for now, and he's like a safe marksman, but people don't understand us. He's safe because he has a long distance with his Q. He can poke this and poke before team fight. In team fight he has a nice combo, ultimatum, Q. I like this champion, but still you can't carry with Varus. It's very hard, Okay, new champion SAMIRA. And what you think of SAMIRA, this is very important because some people say, oh, broken. And some people say, no, not broken. No, she's not a broken. And what do I say? Guys, I played against her and as a SAMIRA, and she feels really nice champion. She's like a very good potential because she can kill even 5 enemies. But why she's A tier then? Because it's very hard to use her potential, especially in solo queue. You need someone to go in, and when you play solo duo, for example, you don't always have a front lane, and she needs a front lane. If SAMIRA doesn't have a front lane, she can't stack her passive, she can't use ultimatum, so she's not useful, That's why she can't carry the games. This is a problem of SAMIRA. You can't pick always her. You can't. The broken in SAMIRA, her second skill, and that's all in my opinion. Maybe she will get buff in a new patch. Maybe, I don't know, but I think so. They're gonna buff her damage maybe, because as I said, only second skill is broken. This is like a Fiora, Fiora second skill, but Fiora second skill is not power spike of Fiora only. Fiora has so much mobility with Q. SAMIRA also has mobility, but this is not a real mobility. She can only use it to dash to enemy or the tower of structure. So if you wanna run away, you can't use it. So SAMIRA is very good. If you're a one-trick pony, of course she will be S peak, S plus. Yeah, this is very important, guys. These are all champions. If you are one trick, this is like for example ASHE. If you are one trick, it can be S, of course, but I am saying general, compared to the other champions with my experience in solo duo. So of course every champion can carry, yeah, but you just need to play it well. But let's say this all heroes are on the same level of player, you know. So Samira will be A tier in solo duo. It's, for example, it's so much easier to carry the game with Tristana or Vayne than Samira. Just imagine this. You know this. You played against Samira. Of course, sometimes she made like a 15-0. Okay. More often in my games, her stats are the same as a fighter. So she's not a real carry. And she is easy to interrupt. If she's using ultimatum, you can just stun her like Katarina. So you'll see there's some things in the champions that just in solo duo they don't work so well. Because also as an example I will say VARUS. In competitive he would be S+, you know. Okay, now let's see another champion. You can see Twisted Fate. You know him as a mid laner, and I know him also as a mid laner, and I saw him many times playing ADC. You know what is the good thing in Twisted Fate? He just counters almost every ADC. You probably saw people they play at the build, but on mid at the build, guys, oh no, don't do this. But as a AD carry, that's okay. You will see, if you will learn Twisted Fate, you will understand him. He's very good champion. Also, as an AD carry, he's one target only. And he has stun, okay, but there is always lack of damage to burst enemy, you know? Okay. Now S. Very good champions. Very good champions you can pick in solo queue and they will work very well. They can carry the game finally. So the first is KAISSA. It's not so good in early game, you know. In laning phase she is playing safe, but she has no damage. She starts to have damage after evolving her Q, and this is her power spike. You need to know this. That if you have like a 2 BF swords, you can fight an enemy. Oh, let's go baby, let's fight them. But before that, you are not so strong. The most of AD carry, they're just gonna win with you. So the thing with KAISSA is that she's really nice carry because she has mobility, she can, you know, be invisible, she has high damage, her ultimatum, you know, it's really nice. It gives you barrier and you can join the team fight from the long distance. You can, you know, just juke an enemy, you can run away with this. So I think KAISSA S pick very nice, and I would recommend her to play solo or duo as you wish. Okay, now DRAVEN. S, also S. Probably you saw DRAVEN's like not so good, but in high elo, if you see good DRAVEN, if you play him, you wanna fight. You just wanna fight from the beginning, and you need aggressive support. If you have aggressive support and you play good, I mean aggressive, as a DRAVEN. So I don't know if you saw this combo. Of course, Thresh and DRAVEN, yeah, of course. But Nami and DRAVEN is so good. Soraka, Yumi, you know, DRAVEN is kind of champion. He likes all, because even if he has tank, for example, he still is safe because this tank is going to the bush. He's making pressure, and DRAVEN can make DRAVEN things. So yeah, DRAVEN is very good, but there's one problem with this champion. As I said, he likes risk, and to make his potential full, you need to risk. Because, for example, if you don't have any kills, you are equal with the enemy AD carry. You are not equal in a real. You are behind because you are not using your potential. For example, even from the passive, you don't have additional gold. DRAVEN is a champion that if you are very good, you can make advantage for you. You can make enemy behind, and this makes him strong. He can really stomp the game very, very fast, very quick. Trust me, he's very good champion to play solo or duo. Okay, now XAYAH. XAYAH is a very strong hero, that's why she is in S tier. I think she has very high damage in early game. She is very good pick against assassins, so if an enemy picks like a Fizz and Z, XAYAH is very useful. You can just focus her as an assassin because she uses ultimatum and she's fine, she can still deal the damage. The one thing I don't really like in her, that it's hard to immobilize enemy with your skills, you know, because people know how to play against her, people know how to you know, have position to avoid her skills. So this is a little bit problem for her, but I think she's still a very good champion. Now, CORKI. You know, CORKI got last patches buff, you know, and if this would be competitive, of course he would be S++, but this is not. This is solo duo. You maybe saw last games I played against very good CORKI. He was winning the lane against me. Yeah, he was winning the lane. He has really nice poke. He has really nice range. He deals now a lot of damage. He has mobility, he has package, but this is just a very good hero on a dragon lane. I would say he's better in the mid lane, and that's all. Now, finally, we can move to the meta champions in solo duo. In my opinion, they are the best to carry the games. If you pick the champions, you have a higher percent to win. So let's start with the Tristana, the best hero, the best AD carry in current meta, in my opinion. She got, I don't know how many buffs, guys. She's like getting every season some buffs. You know, every season some buffs. Guys, if you compare Tristana now and 3 seasons ago, wow, that's a huge difference. She got a buff in almost all abilities, I think, you know, in everything. She is now the strongest AD carry in the game, in laning phase. You can't just push her because she has a bump. You know, no one wants to mess up with the bump, man. If she has aggressive support, she can fight 2 against 2, but mostly you don't wanna fight. You just wanna farm and get level. And with all that you have higher range, and when you have higher range and you have 2 or 3 items, she's getting a real power spike. Wow, she has a really good range. She just can't deal damage without getting damage, so this is really nice for her. And she has a lot of damage. This is the biggest damage in the game for sure. No one has so much damage in the team fights. She uses the bomb even on tank, 5 stacks, all stacks, and this is half of HP on the tank. This is scary. If you use it on an enemy AD carry, you almost one-shot him, you know. This is funny, yeah. She's using bomb on an enemy AD carry. She is using 4 attacks, ultimatum, and he's dead, always. Even if you are equal or, you are not fed, you still one-shot enemy AD carry, trust me. So Tristana, in my opinion, is the best AD carry. Just pick her, guys. If you wanna learn her, if you can play her still, but yeah, she's so strong right now. Okay, now EZREAL. EZREAL, one word: universal. Most universal AD carry, or maybe even champion in the game. You can pick EZREAL in every composition, in every enemy, no matter what enemy is picking, you can always blind pick EZREAL. And you know why? He has mobility, high distance with skills, so he can farm free. If you play, for example, let's say DRAVEN, very aggressive hero, you don't care. You just go away and you just use a Q and you keep the distance. And in team fights you are very useful. You can use ultimatum from your lane to impact the other one. You can you can get kills with your ultimatum, so this is also really nice. You know, Ezreal also has a really high damage with a burst damage, and he has a passive with attack speed. You build also some attack speed, so even if he's using full combo, he can deal fast, very fast, I don't know, 2 maybe auto attacks, and then he has a cooldowns, you know. Burst continues damage with skills, and also really nice auto attacks because he's getting out attack speed. But you don't base on this, you base on your burst damage, and this is burst continuous damage, so this is really good. And you can pick him always, trust me. Now, Vayne. Yeah, now Vayne, guys. And with Vayne I was wondering, you know, because this is tier list on my ranks in Grandmaster, Master and Challenger. So Vayne I was thinking even to put her in SP. But why she's S+? Because if you play her solo, she's for sure S, just S, very good, trust me. Because Vayne is too easy to counter. That's why she mostly can be in S+. But I pushed her now in S+, because we also play duo. And in duo, you can have Ardent. And with Ardent, Vayne is S+. I would recommend you guys to play Vayne with Lulu, Yumi, Soraka, Nami. These are 4 champions, I think they're best. And oh yeah, Karma is also very, very nice. But yeah, let's just talk about Vayne. Vayne, very good scaling champion. But what is very funny, you see that Tristana scales better than Vayne. Actually, in this meta, Tristana is the best scale hero in the game. He is hero AD carry for sure. I'm not specialized in other roles, but in AD carry for sure. She is best scale. No one is as strong as she in late game, even Vayne. So Vayne, she is able to carry games, especially in low elo ranks, like to the diamond. She's S++. Trust me, she's S++. If you are a good Vayne, not a pro, just a good Vayne, you know the basics, you can carry almost every game. Just take Ardent support and you can deal a lot of damage. You just have so much mobility. You can be invincible with ultimatum. She scales also very good. And yeah, about Vayne I will not speak so much now. Maybe we're gonna make gameplay with Vayne, so it's gonna be like a commentary gameplay, and I will learn you some more Vayne. But for now, just S pick. Remember that, okay? Easy champions to counter. They are not so good in high elo ranks. In high elo ranks, like a challenger ranks, the best heroes are like you just have hard way to counter them. Like very hard to counter is CORKI. Tell me, guys, what counters CORKI in Dragon Lane or even in mid lane? Hard to say. What counters Ezreal? Also hard to say. Yasuo? Bro, Yasuo is mid laner. This is the first thing. The second thing, in the team fight, if you are good Ezreal, I'll always watch if he's using his wall. He's using wall, I just go other side and I still can use my abilities. So yeah, you need to consider all the things, bad and good. So yeah, JINX. If you wanna carry the game, pick JINX. Just pick JINX, Really, she's the hero. She's getting like 1 kill, and then she starts to be a machine to kill enemy. This is the best thing with JINX. She has really nice flying fence. She can poke enemy. She has long range. She has really nice attack speed. She has the poke also with second ability, or she can chase enemy with that. She has some CC. Maybe she has no mobility, but if she would have mobility, she would be too much broken. too much broken. Anyway, she has movement speed up like when she's getting a kill, so this is enough, and she has slow. You know, JINX is very good carry. She's one of the champions you wanna pick if you just wanna carry the game alone. You know, you're just getting one kill and then all the enemy team is dying. They die. They're dead, bro. Last patches, her ult got finally nerfed because it was like a stealing the Baron and the Drake in too easy way. But now you use it to to win the lane, like if someone is running away after the fight, or just to get kills on the other side. If you're a very good JINX, you can lose your lane. Like I mean, you can just stay on the tower, get pushed by enemy, that's okay, but you can still get the kills, but not from your lane, from the other lanes. So this is really nice about her. She needs 3 items and she has too much damage, and this is too easy to use her passive. You know, she's just getting assist, not kill, not even kill, just assist, and you are just mashing boom 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 boom. Okay. Now CAITLYN. CAITLYN is also one of the best picks in solo queue, duo queue. You know, she's super safe hero. She has a long range, very nice push with her first ability, nice ultimatum. You know, if somebody is running away, just boom, snipe him, and that's all. She scales also very nice. She's able to deal half of HP with her headshot, so yeah, this is scary, bro. Okay, the last pick is LUCIAN. You know LUCIAN? This champion. I mean, I don't like play against him because he's like always winning the lane. Because his passive gives him so much advantage. You skill and you have 2 attacks, and even without this he can just poke you with his Q, which got nerfed last patch, but this is not enough. This is just a cooldown. But anyway, he has so much damage. He's so good in early game, in mid game, in late game he's just average, but till this late game you can make so much advantage for your team. Just, you know, that just you don't need to be so scared in the late game. You can buy Serda, you can slow enemies. This is also very nice. But yeah, the biggest power spike with LUCIAN is just winning the lane, fast push. You can roam, you have dash, very useful champion, and you also can pick him in every game. You know, you can just even blind pick. Because there is no counters for LUCIAN. Who counters LUCIAN? Hard to say, no? DRAVEN? Maybe only in level 2, but later LUCIAN is still better, no? So yeah, that's all. Just remember, this is my personal tier list. If you wanna updates of this tier list and see more, just drop a like and subscribe. Just let me know in the comments what you think of this, and yeah, enjoy my tier list, guys. My hunters. Bye.